As you can see, we're on the green server, and after ADFS2 installation, there is an extra ASP.NET website for Federation Passive. Let's go and open that website. There's nothing special to that. Visual Studio, open existing website, and then inetpub ADFS ls, that's the default installation location, open, and there we are. Let's maximize this. It has several customizable pages. These ASPX files you can all change. Don't do things you do not need to do, of course. Very important is your company style sheet, and there's a master page that uses the style sheet. But most important for this demo is web.config. ADFS adds its own config section, nothing special about that. The pages use Microsoft Identity Server and WebIF, of course. Nothing special. There are some application settings that you can change. The command speaks for itself. Now this is an important part. Very important is that anything that goes to this directory goes into the passive protocol handler. This is the default ADFS path. So this is really the WS Federation protocol handler and the SAML protocol handler. Then we get three subdirectories of that one. That is auth basic. In configuration, this is configured to mandatory basic authentication. So any request going to this page will first have to go through IIS basic authentication. Similar, this requires a client-side certificate, and this one requires Windows integrated. Let's move a little bit. Now we can see it on the left. There's a Windows authentication endpoint handler. There is an SSL client handler and a basic handler. We will talk more about these handlers later on. Then the next part is probably something you will pick up in your first ADFS server immediately. This is the order of authentication methods. The first entry in this list is the default. If anybody specifies an authentication method in the request, then they can change it to integrated, certificate or basic, but the first one is the default. Out-of-the-box installation puts integrated in front. I usually put forms in front because integrated is definitely more complicated. There, a little bit lower here, are a couple of names of pages that you can customize, but that's not really required. You can do it in the standard name.